In this last help file, I wanted to just go through the individual web pages or the content pages that we have here. Inside the pages folder, we have all our sub pages that are loaded in through Ajax. And let's go ahead and open up this Gotham one. We'll open that up in a text editor or in your HTML editor. And you'll see here that we don't have any of the basic page components, a header, or any of the HTML document type or anything. We just have a straight up code of what will be injected into our content area of the web page. And so the first part that we have here is this background. And the background, this is a special JavaScript function that loads in a Flash file, or else if you're on a computer or phone that doesn't have Flash, it writes the alternative code to display the gallery. And so it's really simple. Basically, we give it the background color. So if we want to change the background of the page as we load the new gallery, and then the bars or the flash bars that we pass it are the images, and we pass a string of images with a comma delimiting each of the images. One thing to note is you don't want to leave any spaces between the commas. That will cause the file to break. Also, we can pass in the directory. Otherwise, if you don't want to pass in the directory, or if you've got the files spread across different places, you'd have to type in the full file path in the image rather than putting the directory for all the images that you're loading in. The S is the scale mode. There's 3 different scale modes. You've got none, outside, and inside. And none means that the image will not be scaled at all. It'll display whatever dimensions the actual file is. With inside, the file will display with the height and the width of the browser window determining the whole image, and it will display the whole image. None of it will be cropped. It'll size it so that the correct proportions and the whole image is viewable. With outside, the image is blown up or stretched so that the width and height, well, basically the image will fill the whole browser window. The next part of the injected page is this section with a class of pop-up, and it's the info box. And this is the pop-up window that contains all the information about the file, or about the project that we've got here. And so you'll just want to follow the same kind of formatting here. You're welcome to throw in A tags, or H1, H2, H3, H4, and then after that section, another section we have here is the link box, and that's the linking to an external URL. Say you want to showcase a website or an external file, you can easily add a link box, and it'll add that little link button at the bottom. And then the one last thing that we have here is a pop-up window that's a video, and we're using a custom video player that will play YouTube videos. And so down below here we've got another section, class is a pop-up, and the ID is video box. And inside the article tag we've got the iframe with the YouTube URL that will display for devices that don't have our iPhone ready, or aren't Flash enabled, so the iPhone, the iPad. And so let's go back up here to the part where we actually load up the video. We pass it. We're using Swift Object jQuery, or jQuery Swift Object, and we tell it target where we want to put our Flash, or where we want it to be, what we want to replace with. And we pass the Flash player, the width, the height, and then the Flash bars that we pass, we have the video ID here that we're passing, The P is for the poster image or the poster frame. Oftentimes YouTube's poster frames aren't as crisp or as sharp as we'd like, and so if you want to use your own image, you can go ahead and pass a URL to an image that you would like. If you leave it blank or just leave it completely out of the flash bars, it'll go ahead and use the default YouTube poster frame that we have. And then the rest of the parameters, you can see that we've got the color, the rollover color, the different parts of the actual video player if you want to do a custom skinning of it or change any of the variables. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. If we switch back over here to the web browser, we'll go ahead and pull up that page. So here we have the Gotham Narrow. We've got our next arrows for the image gallery, that info pop-up box that we saw on the other page, our video pop-up box, and then of course an external link to open up. And that's it. Any questions, shoot me a comment on the on the comments of the file, or contact me through my profile page. Thanks.